Hey guitar friends, welcome to All About Guitar Academy. You know, Tom Petty says in his song, I Won't Back Down, there ain't no easy way out, but I'm going to show you the easy way to play I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty on acoustic guitar. That's coming right up. All right, welcome back. Let's jump right into this awesome song by Tom Petty and Heartbreakers, I Won't Back Down. Now, these are going to be the chords that we need. We've got E minor. You're also going to want to know G major, D major, and C add 9. Or you can play C major. All right. And I like to play with the C add 9 just because it's a really easy chord transition between the G and the C. And I'll show you what I mean. The other thing that we want to look at in this tune is the rhythm. You got to have really good rhythm for this song. It's a great rhythm guitar song for beginners because it really teaches you how to keep time. Now, don't run away yet. It is very simple. We just have to cover that in this video so that you can get the song down. So let's start out with the rhythm part. The rhythm sounds like this. And all we're doing there is we're down strumming. I'm doing a little bit of palm muting here. Don't worry if you don't know how to do that yet. That's okay. But the rhythm, if you notice, it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's actually 114 beats per minute is how the actual song on the record goes. If you have a metronome, you can set it at 114. But let's keep it really slow and easy for this video. So we're starting out with the E minor. All right, and if I was going to do the rhythm part on that with it, it would sound like this. Then D major, and then to the G major. Hey guitar friend, real quick, if you're just starting out at guitar, you need my Fast Start kit to get on a fast start to learning how to play guitar. It's totally free. You get 6 weeks of guitar lessons. You get a gear guide, a quick start guide, and an ebook, Fast Track Guitar. Make sure you go to bobstrom.com and download your free Fast Start kit. Now let's jump back into some Tom Petty. So an easy way to get the rhythm part of this song down, which I think is really important, is let's take one note at a time. We've got the E string. That's our string number 6, the low E. We've got the open D string, which is string number 4, and that's an open string. All right, and then we've got the G note, which is on fret number 3, string number 6. Okay, so let's go really slow and get the rhythm down. Here we go. We're going to start with the E string, then we're going to go to the D string, and then back to the E string, but fret number 3, which is that G note. So I'll demonstrate first. All right, and what I'm doing here when I switch from the E to the D and back to the G, I only want to hear those notes. I don't want to hear all the other strings right now. So let's do that together and we'll go really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and E, D, G, E, D, G. One more time. All right, how'd that feel. Now let's put chords to that. We've got the E minor, we've got the D major, and we've got G major. So if we were going to put these chords to that rhythm, it would sound like this. Okay, and that might take a little practice, of course, if you're brand new at guitar, because we're doing these fast chord transitions from the E minor to the D major to the G major. All right, and now if you make your G major like this, covering these two strings, string 1 and 2, you can either do it with your third finger like I like to do, or do it with finger 1 and 2. Whichever way you prefer to do it will work. Because there's another chord we're going to throw in here, which is the C add 9. It looks like this, and I'll show you when we use that, and it makes it really easy to transition from the D to the C add 9 to the G, and I'll show you. So hang with me here. Let's start from the very beginning. E minor, D major, G major, 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor, D, G. See what I'm doing with my strumming? So I've changed my strumming to a down, up, down, up. All right? And you might ask, well, why'd you do that? Well, if you're sitting around the campfire, somebody requests this song, the best way to probably do it is by strumming down and up. But now you've got the rhythm, right? The bum, 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 bum. Now we just strum that. Okay, so now let's look at the rest of the song. Okay, so we've got the intro, which starts with those chords, and then we've got verse 1. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Now, when we get to the next verse down from the very first line, we're going to have a chord change there. So I'll show you what I mean. This is the beginning of verse 1. Well, I E, D, and G. G, E minor, D, and now we're going to go to C add 9. Then we go back to the E minor, G. So all we did there was we added that C add 9 from that D major. Okay, so I'll start with verse 1 again. No, I, E minor, and D, and G. E minor, D, and G. You can E minor, D, C, add 9. E minor, D. All right, see how that works? We just throw that C, add 9 in there, and it's a really easy transition that way. So verse 1 is several measures of those chords. We've got the E minor and D and G. And then we've got the E minor, D, and C add 9. Okay, and then at the end of verse 1, after we go through all of the lyrics, and so this is where Tom is singing, gonna stand my ground and I won't back down. Da, 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 da. Then we go into the hey baby, there ain't no easy way out, which is the chorus. So here's how the chord transition is on the last line of verse 1. We've got all right, so we're going to throw that C add 9 in there, just one strum down. So So we've got G major, C at 9, and then back to G major. And then we go into hey baby. So I'll do that again. G, G, G. Now we're into the chorus, and it starts off in C add 9 or a C. You can use C. I like to use C add 9. So here I'll do this last line of the verse again, verse 1. See how we're going back and forth from the C add 9 to the G? It just makes it so much easier. So let's start the chorus. So on the first line of the chorus, we've got, hey baby, there ain't no easy way out. We're starting on C add 9. We've got to go to this D major from the G. So it's, then we go back to G major and then C add 9. Then we go back into the chords and the beat of the main riff. All right, so let's do that chorus one more time, really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go into the verse again. N-I-E, D, and G. Now we're into verse 2. So verse 2 is just like verse 1. We've got the E minor, D, and G. E minor and D and G. E minor and D and C. Okay, those chord transitions are really the hardest part of this song for beginners, okay? So if you're having trouble with this, don't give up, don't get frustrated, just keep trying. And I'll tell you, I'll give you another little tip here. If you've watched any of my rock guitar videos where I use power chords like E5, D5, G5, C5, for example, we can apply this same rule here. In fact, the rhythm guitar in the background, when I've seen this live, Tom is usually playing a 12-string or an acoustic guitar. And then Mike Campbell, the lead guitarist, he's playing with a slide on one finger, but he's got some rhythm going with power chords. So this might be an easy transition for you. If we start the song with E5, which looks like this, and we do it this way, bum, 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 then go to the D5, and then the G5. And you'll notice I'm palm muting here, so I'm using this part of my palm down here by the bridge. And this sounds really good on an electric guitar, by the way, especially if you've got somebody on acoustic playing the strumming part. But we can do the E5, dun, 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 D5 and G5, E5 and D5 and G5, E5 and D5 and then C. And all I'm doing on this C add 9, I'm just not playing with my index finger here, I'm playing with finger number 2 and then playing the rest of these strings here, string 4, string 3, 4, and 5 total. So we're just strumming down on string 3, 4, and 5 of the C add 9 chord, and I'm not playing this note here. So I'll do that again. E5, D5 and G5, E5 and D5 and G5, E5, D5 and C, E5, D5 and G. So you can simplify this song and add a rhythm guitar to it, especially on electric guitar. Acoustic is fine, but it makes it sound really good if you got two guitars going there while the other one is strumming it. Hey, I hope you learned the entire song. I hope this lesson helped you. I hope you'll come see me at bobstrom.com. Get your Fast Start kit, and I'll see you in the next video here at YouTube. Stay tuned for more.